Ivory drawing against Trish Stratus is how we open this episode of Raw is War on the pre-show. We then have some WCW people on the pre-show, so not really part of the story, but it's fine. It's Canyon, Lance Storm, and Mike Awesome defeating Test and Too Cool. Gets a 60, 65 from Lance Best, makes sense. An open actual show. Matt Hardy defends the European title against Albert. 57's a decent start. And then Rikishi, he calls out Shane McMahon actually. You know, Rikishi, he saw what Shane's been doing, trolling the Big Show, and Rikishi doesn't like it. So he's going to take things into his own hands, and he's going to take on Shane today. And Shane beats Rikishi by submission in a 60 match, which isn't the worst. But yeah, Shane McMahon tapped out Rikishi. Speaking of Big Show, him and William Regal agreed to a contest, the winner getting a shot at Matt Hardy's European title next week. Big Show wins, this says by submission. In reality, Chris Jericho, I forgot to put this, but Chris Jericho hits William Regal with a code breaker when the ref wasn't looking. Raven is in the ring. He's cutting a promo about his plans. When Booker T debuts, he challenges the former leader of the flock. He says, "Look what happened to you. You used to work for an amazing company. Even ECW was kind of alright. And now you're here at these sellouts in the WWF." Obviously, Booker T beats Raven. Booker T was 70, Raven had 67. 71's pretty good. And Booker T actually defended his WCW United States title. We have Edge and Christian wanting to prove themselves. They take on the Brothers of Destruction. And the Brothers of Destruction win with a 76 match. Undertaker carried. This show looks lots better than last week's. And in the main event, Kurt Angle calling out Steve Austin. You know, he says his boyfriend Triple H isn't here. Benoit's not here to fuck him over. So he fought, because Benoit actually does fuck over Kurt Angle. And that's how Steve Austin wins the match. 81, I'm sure it doesn't matter, but I guess it's on Raw. And those two aren't exactly in a storyline against each other. We get an 80, which is really good. Much better. So yeah, we had Booker T debut on this episode of Raw. I wonder who else from WCW is going to appear. The pre-show of SmackDown also starts off with a Trish Stratus match. This time, however, she loses to Lita in 6 minutes. We then have Bubba Ray Dudley losing to the Big Boss Man. He probably should have won, but I wanted to make sure that the Big Boss Man didn't have like ice cold momentum. We started up the show proper with William Regal teaming up with the APA Protection to take on Taz and Too Cool. He gets at 59. Not great, but not the worst thing I've ever seen. Then we have Perry Saturn and Dion. They just want to fight and never decide to fight each other. And because of that, we have a Perry Saturn victory. Perry Saturn and Terry, okay. We then have a Test laying out an open challenge on behalf of his buddy Shane McMahon, and Buff Bagwell comes out and the Test beats Buff. Buff got 53 there, so not the worst thing I've ever seen from Buff Bagwell. I mean, it's no Judy Bagwell on a pole, but it's still something. Mick Foley's cutting an angle. He's glad that he's been announced as the head of SmackDown. That's right. From now on, Thursday nights is gonna be crazy. Although, so we think. Because Steve Austin comes out and beats the ever-living shit out of Mick Foley. For no reason, just because he can. We have a fatal 4-way between Shane McMahon, Albert, Canyon and Rikishi. And Shane McMahon pinned Albert this time. Yeah, because Attitude Era. Vince McMahon, he's in the ring. And look at that smug grin on his face. He's very happy to have brought out WCW. Look, there may be some of them trying to come in here acting like they're superior, but let's be honest, they're not. We then have Booker T and DDP come down. They say how they became the faces of the company. If they want to challenge Vince to a match, obviously Vince, you're getting a bit old, so the two of them will team up to face anyone of Vince's choosing. Vince likes this idea, and he says, "You're on." Triple H then cuts a promo with Michael Cole. Michael asking what he thinks of the whole in WCW people showing up, Booker T, TDP, Buff Bagwell, Canyon. He says he doesn't care, to be honest. It's none of his business. He's just going to defend his IC title at Judgment Day. Chris Jericho and the Big Show backstage when Chris Jericho spills his drink on the Big Show. The Big Show grabs him by the shoulders, lifts him up, and tells him they're having a match. In which we see Chris Jericho beat the Big Show in a 69. I thought it would have done a little bit better, but that's fine. Win for Chris Jericho there. And then, what was her name? Chris Benoit saying how he's better than Kurt. And it's a fact, it's undisputed. And then Kurt, being Kurt, oaks him up and is like, "Yeah, prove it. How about you face one of the Brothers of Destruction?" And Benoit, wanting to prove he's right, he's like, "Yeah, bet, let's go. And, well, the Brothers of Destruction are behind them. And Kane and Undertaker look at each other, and they nod. And in the main event, Chris Benoit will be facing off against one of the Brothers of Destruction. And then in a 75, the Undertaker beats Chris Benoit. Again, for the match might have done a little bit better, but it's fine. So yeah, 75 main event. We got an 82, which is better than Raw. Jesus. So yes, a great show all around. I think it's because we changed the match focus from regular to main event, which probably helped.